Doing an impromptu live to test it. I don't know how this is going to look. I know. Not expect. Hey, there you go. I'm watching me. It's pretty good. Yeah, testing out my live stream. Nothing spectacular going on here. Uh, I just bought a green screen. I got a used one. So I'm testing it out to see how it looks, the background. And it looks pretty cool. Hello, Todd. Hello, Celine. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Friday night, just hanging out. Hello, Dana. How are you? Looks new, right? Looks good, right? In the red room. Get it, red room. This actually looks like Donna's red room. I'm actually in the red room, like Wayne's World. Yeah, it does look good. Just wanted to test it out, see how it looked. Come on for a few minutes, look at it on my phone, see how it's looking. Uh, Chris is right over there. Jump into the green screen world. Chris, show everyone. Come into the room. Come into the red room.
I'm afraid.
Come into the red room on Paranormal Day.
Happy Friday.
We're in the red room, Paranormal Day. Deb's in North Carolina.
Oh, I
no
was there
way.
not too long ago. See?
Wow.
The happening people always end up in North Carolina somehow.
No, we wouldn't wear the green. We did that one time on our cable access show. Someone had a green card, and it was pretty funny. So good evening, everyone. I really don't have anything to talk about. Got to wear green clothes so it looks like a floating head.
Yeah.
Maybe for the next one we'll try that. We'll just that's it. I tried a bunch of different backgrounds, but this is the one I kind of like the most out of all the ones that I've done. But yeah, not much to talk about. We're not doing anything this weekend. Nothing planned as far as events or ghost hunts until next weekend. Actually, one thing that we're going to be doing, I think in a week or two, to make the trip to New Hope to see the new Creeper Gallery. Yes, you do. Worth the trip for sure. If you haven't seen the new one, definitely. I think Don will be back there in a couple of weeks. So she's there on Sundays. So you can go meet Donna and check out the new Creeper Gallery. But a couple of weeks we were talking with Cynthia from the Barron Arts Center, and she was asking me how the whole experiment show went, and the thing that we did, the live stream, and that she reminded me that it said Brandon's name. Who we asked who was your favorite, and it said Brandon, and Brandon, he works there. And Brandon was watching, and Brandon said, I should be there for if you do that again, because it said his name twice. It said it that night and when we did an event there a while ago. And so that's our plan next live for the Barron Arts Center is we're going to be doing more experiments, the same experiments, but with the people that work there who the spirits are used to. And again, they're reacting to Brandon. So yes, we will put Brandon through the paces. We already told them that. We're like, we're going to put you in a room. We're going to blindfold you. We're going to do whatever we can do to see if the spirits really do want to engage with you in a good way or not so good way. We'll see what happens there. Chris is doing a puzzle, by the way. Right over there. And she's got this little funky, she's got this little funky cover thing. So she can put the puzzle on it and then roll it up. This is our Friday night, people. Yeah. See why I like ghost hunting so much? This is what my life is like.
Hey.
Hello, Wes. How are you? So, because I have nothing to talk about, really, I will talk about last night's ghost adventures, house calls, because I cannot get enough of ghost adventures, and they are getting way out there for me. And I love that show, and I love. I've watched it for many, many moons, and I've always said a million times, Zach Baggins and those guys are entertaining as anyone on TV. But Jason Hawes said something a while ago during an interview that we were doing. Looks better with it darker. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
We bought a Masonic hat during an auction at an old auction. We took the man lodge for an investigation. They are going to research the initials. Okay. Um. So anyway, Jason Hall said something a while ago about ghost hunters, how um, they wanted the show to change and do more like demon stuff, and he wasn't going to do that. He's like, if I got to go back on TV and chase demons, then I'm not going to do that. So it seems like House Calls, Ghost Adventures, not Ghost Adventures in general. The House Call show seems to be more about demons now. Like the last two episodes, demon, demon, demon. Hello, Luann. Hello, Ann. Hey, Dana. So, this last show in particular, I'm watching it and I'm like, you know, I'm sorry. Me personally, the stepfather is practicing Satanism, and then the daughter seemed to be all into it, and she supposedly called in this Baal demon or whatever it was, Baal demon into the house. She seemed like she was so into these people didn't seem afraid to me at all. I'm watching the show and I'm just like, there's a demon in your house. You're like,
You're not gonna smile.
wouldn't you be like living in a hotel or like afraid for your life? Like, get this thing out of here. No, they were all smiles. She seemed like she was really into it, the whole time. So again, I'm watching this and I'm like shaking my head the whole time. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. They're going to do this stuff. And the whole entire episode, like the evidence that they got was really kind of sketchy. The face. If you ever done an experiment, and I've done it, so I could speak to it. Hey, Angel. Um, this person, good friend of ours. She's a really really nice person. She's a medium. She has a group of people that she meets with, and they do a lot of weird medium, spiritual, whatever stuff. And I get it. And she invited us to her house one time, and I told this story before, but I'll tell it again real quick. She said, John, you got to come for this thing that we do where we do this experiment and you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe what you see. So I'm all for it. And I'm like, sure. Hey, Harmony, let's do it. I'm open almost anything. So Chris goes, we go together. Now, let me set the stage for you if you haven't heard this before. Um, Maybe you've done this before. They had a booth. It was black. They made sure the entire booth was black. You're sitting in like a black cardboard box that's square, enough for a stool and a person to be able to sit inside of it. Now, they covered the whole thing in like black cloth, so it blocked out any light that was coming from anywhere. Now, you or me or anybody could sit inside the booth with a red light that was about what, a foot away from you, would you say?
Yeah.
About a foot away from you in front of you that barely illuminated you red. So that's the only light in the room was the red light on you. And really the way they had it set up, it was mostly here you could see the glow of your face a little bit in red. Now, what the rest of the people did, they sat about, I don't know, 5, maybe 7 feet away from the person was the front row. And then there was maybe 6 rows of people. And you were just supposed to focus on the person in the chair. And the person in the chair was just supposed to close their eyes and just kind of meditate, kind of. And the deal was that I had been told that when you're watching that person in the chair, that if you were to take pictures or just watch, their face would eventually morph into like a spirit face, a face that wasn't theirs. So I'm like, cool, let's do it. Now, there was what, 20 people there or more?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
all her medium friends and stuff.
Yeah.
She's over on this side. She's going to do this to me, but we'll just hear the yes from over there. But people are watching. Now, again, you ever stare at a doorknob in the dark with a little bit of light in your room where you can barely see the doorknob and it looks like and it freaks you out? That used to happen to me all the time as a kid. Same thing with these red lights. You're staring, you're focusing, your eyes are trying to kind of focus on everything and distinguish without any light. And eventually it looks like the face is contorting because you're concentrating so hard on that face and in that little bit of light. And everybody, all of her friends, and I hope she's not watching, are like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Do you see that? Do you see? Do you see? And they're nudging each other. Do you see? Do you see? And they're nudging me. And I'm like, yeah, uh-huh. And they're flash bulbs, from their cameras, flash, 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 flash. And they're taking pictures and they're showing me. And I'm just like, and they're showing me what they said was an energy outline around the person. Because it looked like an aura almost around certain people. And I'm like, I didn't want to ruin it for the 20, 30 people that were there because they were really, really into it. But I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay, we're staring at this person in a little bit of light, and the face is going to look contorted after a while. Your eyes are going to get tired. You're squinting. You're trying to focus in on there. The light makes it really hard. So that creates that illusion. Now you're taking a picture. Your iPhone, same thing. Your iPhone with a flash or whatever is trying to distinguish between the red light, maybe a little bit of light from outside, whatever light there is around you, and it's going to create that illusion, whatever, aura. So I'm watching this and I'm like, and she specifically invited me knowing I was a skeptic, and told me, say whatever you want to say, whatever if you have something to say. I didn't want to ruin it for everybody there by being a party pooper or whatever.
Okay.
So I just looked at the pictures, went along with whatever, and then eventually, you know, I'm like, they're like, do you want to go up there? I'm like, sure, I'll go up there. I sit in this chair. I close my eyes. Now I'm in it for the experience. I'm figuring a lot of these people were sensitives or mediums or whatever. So if you have all this energy in a building, in a room, you're in there with the light, you're in there in this booth, and maybe you're just, I'm meditating, I'm just not thinking anything, and I'm hearing as I'm closing my eyes, oh my God, do you see his face changing? Oh my God, oh my God. And I'm listening to, and I'm like smiling and laughing internally in my head, like, this is nuts, you know? So, they're taking pictures. And, I get down and they were like, thanks for doing, they were real nice. Everybody there was really, really nice and really, really into what they were doing. Hey, Mary Jane. Hey, John Machacha. But could I debunk everything that was going on there? In a minute. In a minute. In a minute. Uh, would I be right 100%? Maybe there is something to what they're talking about. I don't know. But for me personally, nope. Same thing with the table tipping crap. I can explain it. And if I can explain it and see how it's happening, then you're going to have a hard time convincing me anything that's going on is legit. So back to Ghost Adventures house calls. They're talking about this mirrors in the room, one room and the room underneath being portals. Now, everybody, the theory in the paranormal world is that mirrors can be portals to the spirit world. Okay. Um, they're staring at these mirrors in the dark. Both Aaron, I think, and the girl. I don't know the girl's name, but they're staring at no Billy, and the girl stare, and we didn't even recognize ourselves, dude. That doesn't even look like her, dude. And I'm like, are you kidding me with this? Are you kidding me with this? It's dark. You're staring at a mirror with whatever light is coming in from the outside, the moon or whatever. Hey, David. And you're telling me you don't even recognize your face and your face looks like it's changing? I'm like, come on, man. Seriously? But and you're saying that's a demon? That's a demon making your face change? Then all of us can go in our bathroom right now and channel a demon. Let's go do it and come back and tell me what demon you saw. If it's Baal, Sayal, Zozo, Hobo, whatever. I mean, come on. So anyway, I do believe there's something to experimenting with mirrors as a portal device. But I think there's a different way to, if you were going to do what they did, there's a different way to do it to where you could gauge what's going on around the mirror, and still, um, Todd, let me know how it goes, and still let me know, and still know that there's something beyond the illusion of the dark contortion going on. You could test that further. They didn't do that, and I thought they would, but you could test that further and see if there's a little more legitimacy there. So that kind of frustrated me. The one thing that did jump out during that episode was, this is like, I've all of a sudden I've I think once a week we're going to do a Ghost Adventures recap because this is what I wind up doing now. I This is what I do with Chris, like during the show and after the show. Where am I? I'm home. This is the new NJP Studios, baby. The Red Room. We've got our own Red Room. We decided we're going to rip Donna off and make our own. Everybody rips us off. We're ripping Donna off. We have our own Red Room at home. It's a green screen. I just got a new green screen. So from now on, when Chris isn't here, like now, she's right over there, but I'm going to have Chris green screen image here. And you won't even know.
Nope.
You won't even know the difference.
Nope. I agree.
So anyway, the one thing that did strike me, if you haven't watched the episode, you have homework, go watch it and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The light. If you watched it, you probably laughed as hard as I did because all of a sudden, this light, they said there was light everywhere in the house. You only see the light on the camera. The light all of a sudden flashes. It looked like they turned every light on in the house on and off really quick. And the girl screams bloody blue murder. And Aaron does like a river dance and jumps over the couch. And it was hilarious. But that was the one thing that they showed that was like, how did that happen? Me personally, I would never accuse anybody of staging or rigging any shows or YouTubes or TikToks. But me personally, that looked like lightning. I said it to Chris when I was watching it. I watched it again. We rewound it to see what, and it looked like lightning to me. But what do I know? I wasn't there. What did it sounds like? Bloody Do Murray, Mary Ann was played. Yeah. Again, it was funny when she screamed because when that stuff happens in real life, you can't control your reaction. Hence, somebody running under a chain saying the F word the whole time.
You bet your bippy. I have no shame.
You really can't control what happens when. I mean, I was reviewing the post that clip I posted today of Marjorie. I was reviewing the investigation of the house, the Marjorie house, for the little girl who was abducted and never found her. I purposely went back to the section where I heard the whimper or the word of mom, mommy, or something. I put my headphones on. I put it up to my ear. I didn't hear it. The mic didn't capture it. I know I heard it. And that was a real reaction when in that video when I reacted to what was happening there. And like I said, when you experience it for real, you're like, holy crap, when it happens in front of you. And there, watching TV shows, all that stuff is fine and dandy, but when it happens next to you and you realize, yes, there is somebody invisible next to me, they're here. That's, again, a voice is cool, but when that thing happens near you, Deb, you're on here. Deb was at the Sterling Hill mine and a shadow ran up on her. And the adrenaline rush, everything was cool, whatever. But I'm sure in that moment, it was like, whoa, holy shit, So, like I said, I watch these episodes and I like Ghost Adventures a lot. But all I could think about last night when I was watching that episode was Jason talking about how he's not going to do a show if all they want him to do is chase demons around. And that's all that I was thinking as I've watched the last 2 episodes of Ghost Adventures. Hold on, Zach Baggins, the lawyer, is calling me. I gotta stop talking about that. But that's all I kept thinking about. And I'm like, you can't throw around the word demon and have it be as ordinary as.
If somebody says there's a demon in your house, you're not gonna smile. You're gonna be scared. Period.
Someone see that On the green screen. I'm trying to find it. That side, right there. See that door? Chris is behind that door talking, right there. She's in that room. So if you hear her, she's see the hallway behind me. She way down there, way down there. Yeah, she's participating, but yeah, you hear a demon. Heather said she actually heard a demon on the podcast right now because she don't see anybody here with me, but she's hearing voices.
I'm an imp, not a demon.
I wish I could turn it around, but I can't. But you'd see her; she's busy with her puzzle over there. But I wasn't even planning on going. I had the green screen for what, a week or two now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been in a box. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to mess around with it, and then oh, Kathy said she heard an angel. Wow,
Good. You just
that would be me, Kathy. Yes, you're welcome. So anyway, any subjects anybody wants to talk about, anything they want to mention, feel free, post it in the comments. We could talk about whatever. I'll be on for a little while. I'm already on for 20 minutes, so I'll be on for a little while. I have a very interesting someone I've heard the term before, but I've never interviewed someone who could do it. And I was so intrigued by the email that I got today from somebody. It's an interview supposed to be about a near death experience, but I'm reading this person's bio, and in there was wait for it, wait for it, psychic surgery.
Huh.
Yes, you heard me. Psychic surgery. Those two words out of all that I read in that email, I was like, I need to talk to someone about that. Yes, Kathy, what indeed? Now, there was a little bit of a description there about what psychic surgery is and the success that this person has had with it. Now, I've heard of energy healing. I've heard of that. And we interviewed a guy who claims to, and I may have him back on too. This guy's knows quantum physics. This guy's not a dumb guy who we're going to have on, and we'll interview him. But he claims to be an energy healer, meaning he could either heal you with his hands over you. He doesn't need to touch you, or he can heal you remotely. And he's supposed, again, I don't want to ruin the interview, but he's done this with people with various conditions, some severe, some not. So we're going to get him back on so you guys can meet him and we could talk to him. Psychic surgery is something totally different. Um, Psychic surgery, um, I think it's the same but different. I think it involves um, spiritual stuff as well as physical stuff from what I read. But to speak to someone who can actually do or claims to be able to do this, and then that's here's the thing: no matter who I'm interviewing, um, I'm going to listen. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to remain objective, and whatever questions you guys have or Chris has, open door. Let's talk to these people. Now, when we have these people on, I'm not vouching for them. I'm not saying go to them. If I do, I'll say it. Jefferson Harmon, yeah, the guy's a great dream interpreter. No doubt about it. Judy Hartke, really, really good with those drawings and those sketches she does, right? Really, really good. So the people that I vouch for, I'll flat out say, you know, but even if I don't vouch for them, I'll still tell you if you want to hook up with this person and talk to them and get healed, then hey, that's on you. I'm bringing these people to you. We're interviewing them. We're asking questions together. You know me. I'm going to be respectful, but I'm going to dig a little bit. But God, I got that email and it was about one thing, the near death experience, and I'm reading and I'm reading and I'm reading and I'm like, okay, 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 okay. And then I saw psychic surgery. It was like neon. And I said, what now? And I said, oh, she may want to talk about that stuff. I'm talking about this because we've never had anyone on before who's done psychic surgery ever. So, I mean, we've had aura readers. We've talked about the magic rocks. You know, I love the magic rocks. We've talked about a lot of different things. Uh, Colette Mary Artie. What is Colette, the one who comes on here? Is that the Colette you're talking about, Diana? She's a medium, I think, right? Or she claims to be. Yeah, Alex, I'd be all in too for you if they could do that in a heartbeat. You know, um, near death experience. I'm still looking for the right person. Psychic boob job. Now we're talking, Heather. Now you're thinking.
I'll sign up
Hold
for
on, let me
that.
try.
I'll sign up for that.
Nothing yet. That's why you should be over here. My jokes don't work with you all the way over there.
Huh?
See, they would have seen me look over at you and they would have really got the visual, but you're all the way back there in the hallway.
Well, they've seen
They
me.
can't
They
see
know,
you back there.
They know that
She's way back there. See that light at the end there? She's way back there.
They know I got mosquito bites. So
Anyway.
we're good.
But anyway, I am interested in talking to this person because you never know. May open my mind. I may start researching it. I may ask for an example or a demonstration. Um, right? What did if you could do this, then why not do it? Right? I'm not, Alex. I would never put anybody, through that and mislead them. But like maybe for like me, I got back issues. My knee hurts a little bit. You know, maybe you got a little, sore throat or something. Haunted dreams. We've done the dream interpretation before, and we've done that several times with Jefferson, and he's done an amazing job. I was scrolling, and then you said psychic. See, Alice stopped dead in her tracks when I said psychic surgery. This is what I mean. I see these things just like the haunted Hill House. How many people own haunted buildings these days? Come on. I'm going through my YouTube channel one day, and I don't know why it popped up on my thing, but here's this older woman. God, I'm horrible with names. What was her name? What was her name?
Who are you talking about?
The one from the Hill House. What was her first name? You know names. The one we just interviewed. See. Anyway, she's talking about a spirit in the house that talks dirty. Like, who has that? So I'm like, I gotta interview her. And she didn't really go into as much of that as I wanted to. I wanted to cover more of that stuff. But Jill, no, I don't think it was Jill. I wouldn't remember Jill. But again, that was something different. I'm all about the different. I don't like doing the same stuff over and over. Maybe help with memory. Yeah, you're right. I could have her do psychic memory stuff on me, but I would be afraid because if she crossed the wrong wires, then who knows what would happen. Hello, Marie. Hello, Christine. How are you? So yeah, I just came on tonight, honestly, to test my green screen. I've been wanting one for a while. I know Chris really likes our wall background that we have there with the candles and the tree, but I wanted a little something different. I like to switch it up a little bit. So I bought a real cheap green screen. Haven't tested it yet. So there it is. And I plan on doing an entire Wayne's World show where I'm like, hey, we're in Delaware.
You and Timmy.
Timmy? I don't need Timmy anymore. I could have virtual Chris. I'm going to have virtual Chris one night. She's going to be right over there. And they won't even know. I guarantee you.
Virtual Chris.
I guarantee you. All I need to do at the end is say, be safe, love everyone, blah, 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 rainbow farts, good thoughts. Boom. Done. She's over there with her mouth open. She's there. But anyway, anything you guys want to talk about at all? I've already talked about Ghost Adventures. and what the hell's going on with the house call show. I've already talked about psychic surgery. Who knew that would come up? But I need to schedule that interview for sure. And it's one of those. I don't like pre-interviews. There are times where I have conversations with people if they're uneasy because they never met us before, and we talk for a few minutes just to see what kind of people they are, not necessarily talk about their story. And but a lot of times I like just coming on and winging it. You know what I mean? Just to see. I hear it when you hear it. It's the same like when we investigate. It happens, you see it, we see it. So, and I like the idea of doing the Barron Arts Center with Cynthia and Brandon because we don't usually do that. Any of our investigations were just us usually, but we've never really taken the people that are in the building and experience the stuff with us to see if there's any more, activity along with that. So we'll see what happens. I do have my stuff for my new experiment for I guess the first time I'm doing it with this Kalani at the mine on May 11th. I'm going to try this new thing in the office building. So if you're part of that event, you're going to see it. You're going to be part of it. Should be cool. There is one and only one ticket left for Steve Gonzalez.
Do you make would you make an exception?
No, I will not. From Ghost Hunters, August 3rd. There's only one left, and that event is sold out. Who knows if Steve will ever be back with us again for an event? I mean, he'll be at the expo, but it's been years trying to get him to do this. Who knows if he'll be back? So if you want to come hang out with Steve and your pals here at NJP, get that last ticket. You're like Charlie from the chocolate factory. There's one more golden ticket. You can get it and you can come. May 25th, right, Chris? That's the one. May 25th is the one that 2 opened up. John Zaffis?
Yes.
May 25th, which is coming up. The John Zaffis Haunted Object event at Camp Evans. 2 tickets have come available for that. I think they're $100 each.
No,
75. Were they?
110.
Were they?
Yep.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. She said 110. I thought they were $100. But 2 tickets are available for that. You'll be the first to investigate John Zaffis's objects in a haunted building with us. So that should be really cool. They're more for the summer. We are still working on the overnight for the mine. I know that's a popular one. People are talking about that. When I see the director of the mine on May 11th for the event, we're going to talk about the overnight and we're going to see if we can't make that happen before the fall. Hopefully, we'll see. I can't promise anything, but we'll see. But that's something else that we're, and speaking of events, we've been very fortunate. And I thank you guys for this, especially because, we have people that follow our page, that watch these things, that watch the investigations, and also show up to the events. And we're very fortunate in that way to have such good people follow us in all the ways that they do follow us, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, events. And we've been so fortunate over the last 12 years or however many it's been, 15, that we've been doing events, that we've sold out all of our events. And again, I get nervous every time we start in January and I start doing the schedule. It's daunting from my perspective because, you're talking 26 events, usually somewhere in that neighborhood. And, that's a lot of tickets that need to be sold. And we're trying to raise money for all these different places. And you guys, show up and you support us event after event, place after place. And we can't say thank you enough for that, because again, we wouldn't be able to do that without you guys. So we enjoy doing it. We enjoy being around you guys and doing that in these different places and trying different things. So, again, we've been very fortunate. Steve, here we are, August. That event is August 3rd. June, July, 3 months, almost 4 months away, and it's almost sold out. So we're very, very fortunate that we can keep moving forward and selling out these events and that people want to go to them. Any TV events, please? I don't know what that means, Ann. Does that mean live investigations? Is that what you're asking? I don't know what a TV event is. Looking forward to John Inskeep moved a camping trip to make it. Laura, that building is weird. That is a weird building. Very old building. And if you're driving to it, if you've been there before, you would be like, where the hell is this building? There's like mega mansions all on this. Is that a cul-de-sac?
Yeah.
On this cul-de-sac, there's mega mansions all over the place. And you're like, where would this really old building be, historical building be in the middle of this? And all of a sudden, you get to the edge of the cul-de-sac, and there's this little old house, really old, creepy looking in that it looks really old. One of those houses that they built one section at one point, and then they built the rest of it. But the oldest part of the building, which is usually where Chris was last time, in the basement, and usually where I am, really, really cool energy. And I do this thing there. If you haven't been, I'll tell you. They have an embalming board. Now, in the old days, 1800s or whatever. Oh, my green screen is starting to fade. I'm getting like Back to the Future where he starts fading away. In the old days, they would embalm people sometimes at a doctor's office or something like that, the town doctor, and they used a board that looked like a coffin, and they would, do what they did. And there's this board that dates back to, I believe, the 1800s in the Johnny Inskeep house. It's in a room, and it talks about what family this board belonged to. Big family, big farmland. I take that board with me into the basement and I investigate it like a haunted object along with whatever's in the basement. And that gives me the creeps. I'm not real creeped out by a lot of haunted objects. It's not that there's a ton of activity that comes off of it. It's just what it was used for, you know? Hmm. I don't like that. I don't like taxidermy crap. I like dead animals. I love animals. I haven't made it to any events, but I love watching you guys. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. First time I went, thought we screwed up. Yeah, yeah, me too. First time we went there, we were like, where's the building and all this? Most active places. My wife had to leave the attic because she got a really bad sick feeling. The basement is very active. I'll tell you a story about that building. And if you've been with us, you know this because I've told it before. Very first time I was in that basement. I don't remember who it was. Kathy might remember. I think, hold on, I think it might be John Nilsson. John, if you're on, tell me if it was you or not. I kept getting weird stuff on EVP and through the spirit box and stuff about a man and religion. And because there's a cutout. Now, this cutout was probably used to store meat or something way back when, or I don't know what it was for, but it's like um, I don't know, like not an oval shape, but it's shaped like a kind of a candle cutout. And what popped into my head was, could this have been some kind of altar or something? And so I mentioned religion. I got a strong reaction from religion. Like the person was mad at religion for some reason and a female. And I started building upon that. So then I think it was John. John had a cross on. I said, John, you mind if I take that and I hang it by that cutout area and see if I get a reaction? And bam, 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 bam. It did not like a cross in that area. And yes, we did do the Lord's Prayer, and the lights went crazy in that basement. So I don't know who that is and why they react the way they do. The most frustrating part about the things that we do is when we go into a building, we have such limited time. We're literally just like detectives trying to fill in as many things as we can and make an assumption or a hypothesis based on whatever we get, you know? And because we're only there twice a year, they want a third event in October. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. But, it's hard to build upon, especially when you go back again after 6, 7 months and you're like, hey, remember me? Last time we were here, we were talking about that. Well, if that same spirit is either not in the building or in the basement or somewhere, you kind of lose that, you know, that momentum you built the first time. It's weird, but it's really interesting. So another cool building. I don't know the rest of the schedule. We're gonna release the fall schedule all at once. So once we get past the August events, and I think August is the Steve event. Um, I think there's Centenary University. No, I moved to Centenary University. I don't, maybe, what is August? I don't remember what's August, but we're going to release the September through December events all at once. We are talking about, see, this just came out of, I wish this was green. It'd be see through. Um, I changed this though. We're going to be doing Liberty Hall again in August. That's one. Um, we did change Centenary for, I don't know. I forget. I got to look up. This isn't up to date. But anyway, but we'll release all of them. We are talking about, believe it or not, December already. And we're not sure what the interest is in another Hoover House holiday jubilation. September 14th. That's I know Burlington Prison. I'm trying to fit that, and that may be October 12th if I can get that date. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're trying to figure out whether we want to do another Hoover House holiday jubilation. At the very least, it will be Chris and I there with Pam and Steve and enjoying the weekend and going to the downtown celebration. If you guys were there last year, you could speak to this. That was a great time. I had such a good time that weekend. The weather was beautiful for December. Gettysburg was all decked out, people caroling, kids everywhere, bouncy houses. It was such a cool weekend. And we had such a great time at the Hoover House with the ghost hunting, the pizza, Cody Satori were there. So we're probably definitely going to be there that same weekend, but whether Cody and Satori are going to be with us again, we don't know. So that's the thing. If you guys want Cody and Satori back and you want us to redo that again and have an event like that again, we'll do that. If not, it'll probably, again, just be Chris and I. Maybe, I don't know about Kenny and Tanya and Danielle, and then maybe they would come. Not sure. I can't speak for them. But I enjoy being in Gettysburg that week. So I'll be there no matter what. Chris and I will be there for sure. Whether, again, Cody Satori are going to be part of this or you guys want them to be part of that, that's something, again, I'm looking at the comments. If you guys are up for that, we'll do it. Jay, you like that, huh? Jay, check this out. I got my own red room. Huh? Look. And you know who didn't do my wallpaper? You know who I'm talking about, Jay. You know. But anyway, I ripped off Donna. That's my new red room. Love Cody and Satori. All right. Again, like I said, we could redo that whole thing again. I had a great time that weekend. Where am I? I'm home. This is my new green screen. See? I got tired of the old background. I got tired of Chris, so I got rid of them both. She's actually in the other room now. You're not going to come in here for the last 10 minutes to say hello to people? Don't make me get Timmy. Pull up your stoop there. Get that one. All right. She's going to make her couch for me tonight. I like the couch. Couch isn't bad. I'm going to move over so that Chris can join the red room. Come on in, Chris. Wait, we got to have like a door opening sound effect. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, don't sit down yet. So they're saying that, you know, Cody Satori, they want to do it again.
Cool.
Always enjoy the events with Cody and Satori.
Yep.
All right, so I'll reach out to them and and we'll do it again. I actually spoke to them a little bit. So all right. Hold on. Is that Chris coming in the room? Oh, that's a second. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Is that Chris coming in the room? Well, now you come in. Come on, man. You're ruining my bit. The background reminds me of the
background does look really good.
Haunted Mansion in Disney. Yeah, it looks cool that we're separate.
Right?
You can see down the hallway.
Oh.
I was in a fart noise. I'm not doing that for Chris. How dare you?
Oh, he
How
would.
dare
He'd do it.
you?
He
Heather?
would do it.
How dare
We
you?
know him.
I would not do that to Chris and embarrass her that way.
Oh.
I'm insulted that you would even
he'd
say
do that and
I'm insulted
more.
for Chris because of that.
And he's so full of, that's why I have a shovel. Beep, you know.
So what do you think about
Hey, everybody.
the Hoover House, Hooverlation?
I'm looking forward to it.
You want to do it?
I do.
You want to do it?
I do.
You'll do it if you want.
And maybe they'll have the riding camel again.
Yeah. See, I don't even say it. You're doing it yourself. I don't even say it.
So from a distance, okay, it was, you know, like they have the what do they call them? Those
Reindeer?
mechanical bulls. Well, it was a mechanical reindeer, but from far away it looked like a camel.
It's Christmas time. Why in the world would there be a camel at Christmas time?
It had a hump on it. That's why I thought it was a camel. Hey, the camels in the manger. Come on. The three kings.
So if I had to guess which day though they're going to do their holiday jubilation, I would say usually first, I would say the weekend of December 6, 7, 8. That would be my weekend. Guess. And again, last year we had beautiful weather.
Because it was the first week, I think, that they did it last year.
Start planning now for December. Yes, I know, crazy to say that, but it'll be here before you know it. Ghost hunts. I don't know if they'll bring their haunted objects again or they'll just show up. 2 nights. We usually do Friday night, Saturday night. We got pizza. The pizza was so good last time. Frank's Pizza is freaking amazing. There was so much food last time. We like pigged out the whole time.
Food,
we were there.
Candy, chips, drinks.
And we had fun. Awesome. Everybody had a good time. Everybody was there for the right reason.
Wait for someone to run down. Don't encourage that.
Let's see. Anybody down there? Could you make a noise?
Did you hear the creaking?
Hold on. Could you knock 3 times? Oh my God. Oh my God. We can do our own ghost hunts in this room.
Will there be wine? Well, if you're there, Deb, you know there's going to be wine, right?
All we can say, there will be a garbage can full of empty wine bottles. Do we know if they're... No. 2 girls on little bikes. That would be cool too. Anyway, so again, I'm going to set up that interview. What do you think of psychic surgery? If I say those 2 words to you, what do you think that means?
Someone's messing with my freaking head and I want you out.
You think it's a mental?
Oh yeah.
Fixing?
Oh, 100%.
I
don't think I like that. Don't rummage around up there.
See, I don't know. I don't know.
You won't even let anyone hypnotize you.
Oh, I'm going to let him do psychic surgery on me.
Uh-oh.
I may be I'm Italian, so I could say guinea pig. I'm going to be the guinea pig for this one. I may change. I may be changed. You may not know me.
Nicer person to me.
Impossible. I'm already. How can I be nicer? That's like making sugar sweeter. You just can't do it. It's already sweet as it's going to be.
Mm.
It's like you're searching for male balding. Alex, I think you're asking for the impossible, buddy. You want two things that I don't think it's gonna happen there. Don't ask for the third one. I don't think that's gonna happen
What
either.
you said? What did you say? Psychic, like
We're not going there. We're gonna leave that there.
you went there.
We're gonna leave that there. We're in a new room. We cannot the old way in a new room. I'm in a hotel right now by myself with 6 bottles of wine. Granted, 4 of them equal one. Deb, I'm sure your alcohol math is quite accurate. So you don't
And
have to explain
isn't it
anything
the
to
more
us.
you drink, the smaller the bottle looks? I think that's what my sister said.
Deb doesn't have to explain anything to us. She's just fine. Anyway, so I'll reach out to that person. I'll set up that interview. It is Friday night now. Maybe we'll come back Sunday night. Maybe not. If not, Monday for sure. Again, guys, we couldn't do any of this without you.
Yeah.
Hope you liked the green screen in the red room. This was just supposed to be a test, but here we are, a bunch
all
of
of
people
you-
watching.
All of you make us look good, so thank you.
Actually, the green screen
We
makes us look
appreciate
good.
that. Glasses are really big.
But again, we can't thank you guys enough for all the events. We've been very, very fortunate that they sell out. One ticket left for Steve, August 3rd. Again, if you have any interest at all, the guy, Steve, is awesome. Met him so many times at Para Unity, down to earth, easy going. You're going to want to, if you have any interest in that show and being with him on a ghost hunt. I know other events
It'll
that,
be the first time us doing an event with him.
well, he's done other events where I don't think they ghost hunt as
No.
much, but we put them through our paces. We make them earn that money. If you've ever been to our event, there's no slacking with NJP ever, ever. Anyway, enjoy your weekend, guys. Enjoy the weather. Should be decent. And we will see you again Sunday or Monday.
Yep.
And between now and then, remember, psychic, say it with me, surgery. Think about that. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. See you soon. She's leaving the room. I should have the night, guys.